Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Man, that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports.
WCS back on the boulevard once again. You already know what it is, man. Big shout out to First in the building. Fistiana Fikes on deck. Salute to you. Let me tell you, happy Valentine's Day. If that is something that matters to you, it shouldn't matter to you from me because you don't know me. And I'm wishing you a happy Valentine's Day. I don't even know what a happy Valentine's Day is, to be honest. But I appreciate you being first in the building, though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fistiana, first in the building today. Toby Bartley, what's good? Across the pond, on deck once again. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to the supporters. Could never let them be forgotten. Big shout out to the supporters, man. Appreciate y'all stopping through. You know, pass the word, you know, have people sub to the channel and all that. You know, the subscriber count got to get up. You know what I'm saying? The subscriber count needs to elevate somehow, some way. You know what I'm saying? But today was an interesting day, of course, but I want to talk about something first. No doubt, Fistiana. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Hope you enjoyed yourself. You know what I'm saying? And all the festivities, really Valentine's Day really don't get jumping to around now. You know what I'm saying? 7 o'clock. You know, people at the restaurants. I went a little early. You know what I'm saying? I was with moms. You know, I had to take moms out and make sure she was treated accordingly. You know, Pops passed away a good while ago. So I couldn't have moms. Look, I couldn't have moms going with other family members who want to take her to Golden Corral every year. I couldn't do that. I don't care if you listen or not. And you know who you are, you know, family. You can't take moms to Golden Corral every year, man. You can't take her to the Golden Corral every freaking time it's her birthday, freaking Mother's Day. You want to go to freaking Golden Corral? Nah, nigga. Hell no, man. No, that ain't what up, man. But anyway, my live stream isn't for anybody particular. And if anyone has an issue with me saying V-Day isn't healthy, then you got a problem just acknowledging that you dislike the live to begin with. You're trying to claim something that don't exist. It's just a stamp that we've been placed with for decades upon decades upon decades. And there's nothing to saying that Valentine's Day has a type of adhesive to it, a bond, that it has caused relationships that was damn near and irreparable to heal themselves and continue forward. It's nothing to saying it's an antidote in Valentine's Day to keep people loving each other or to take a couple that's liking each other and cause it on Valentine's Day to love each other. There's nothing out there to prove this shit. Nothing. I'm just being honest. It's nothing out there that says that this day right here does anything to someone's life when you're talking about a relationship. It does nothing to improve it. It just allows you to go out to eat. You can't go out. You couldn't go out to eat yesterday, last month, the month before that, 5 months. You couldn't love on your girl yesterday, the day after that, the week before that, last month, the month before last month, 4, 5, 6 months ago, you couldn't love on your girl. So you're trying to tell me Valentine's Day has a purpose. What is the purpose of Valentine's Day? It really serves no purpose, especially, just for two people to get together, look at each other, and do what they should have been doing yesterday. That's it. You should have been doing everything that you're supposed to possess besides going to Walmart and getting your girl a card and some balloons and some flowers. And you're going to let the balloon go. You're going to get tired of seeing it in the house because it's not furniture. You're going to let the balloon go. And is there an age limitation on balloons now? Come on, let's get it for real. And then you if you're still getting chocolate, then you must have an old-fashioned gal. You know what I'm saying? You must have an old-fashioned gal. And then, you have all the I love you cards. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about it. Like, is it better to buy a card off the shelf or tell your girl exactly what you're going to put inside the card? I think buying your girl a card is imperative. Real talk. It's important because a lot of people can sit up here and say the same shit out their mouth, but they're not too creative when it comes to cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain people that want to see visuals, pictures. They want to see how you would go to the extreme on little basic shit. And I find out, cards are one of the items that I would give a female even when it wasn't Valentine's Day. Because a card is something she can always go back to, and she can creative you was. And, if you tell her something to her face that's supposed to be sweet, she gonna forget that shit if she didn't write it down. But a card, you can always go back to that card and say, oh, okay, you date that mother, you put, you draft up something, you rehearse it, you make sure you write it just enough to the point where, the flavor is just right. It's delicious to her ears. It has her keep coming back for that sugar. You know what I'm saying? Cracking that card open, reading it. And then all of a sudden she come out and give you a kiss out of nowhere, or give you a hug, or maybe just want to goddamn go to the champagne room. And then you don't know why. She might have read a card that you gave her. But that card doesn't have to be on Valentine's Day. I think this is the biggest fraud upon our human existence. Valentine's Day, where you have vendors, you have people that create Valentine's Day memorabilia, products, merchandise, and all this. They wear it on one day, and they might have had some problems leading up to this day. There's still open wounds, right? But on Valentine's Day, a brother go out there and try to get his girl something that he believes is going to take all the pain away. It ain't going to take no pain away, dog. She's just going to accept the shit and keep it moving. She ain't going to never forget, even on Valentine's Day, whatever happened. If it was her that effed up, or if it was you that effed up, he ain't going to forget. She ain't going to forget. Valentine's Day is not going to wash that away. It's just going to allow a person to be nice for a moment. And then it goes back to regular, at 12. I'm not even going to do that. I'm not going to be petty. I would say 4:30 to 5 o'clock in the morning on the 15th. It goes back to normal. People getting ready to go to work again. Valentine's Day is over. If you made love, had sex, or whatever, That is what it is. It's not like that. That's going to last for, until the anniversary of Valentine's Day. And then, if you look at V-Day, it really depends how long you've been together on how much you appreciate that person. I mean, if you ain't been together enough, and y'all still going through ups and downs, how's Valentine's Day going to prove anything except somebody pressuring you to go to the store and spend and dip in your wallet for something? Like, it's no way in hell. Let me be honest with you. There's no way in hell that I feel just because it's V-Day, I'm supposed to finance a whole outfit. I'm supposed to finance. We have reservations to go out. Whether it may be, it might be a club, it might be, a V-Day party, whatever it may be. I shouldn't have to finance at all. Your beautician appointment, you getting your mani-pedi, you getting the outfit, shoes. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm talking strictly from a sense of dating. If it's dating. Marriage is different. It also has levels too. Marriage is different. But if you're just dating, I shouldn't have to finance every freaking thing. And then I'm up here looking in the closet. I'm trying to say, okay, what I need? Shit, I got her. I seen everything she got. Okay, I need to go to the store and get me some. So not only did you just, buy the entire freaking vacation package, now you got to go find yourself something to wear. And you got to get right too. You got to get your hair cut. Boom. Then, wherever you thought she needed, whether you went to the jewelry store and got her a bracelet, necklace, ring, whatever you got, the shit keep adding up, and up. Then we need to factor in information that's not available at the time. I'm talking about for me. When is her birthday? If you're dating a chick on her birthday next month, but yet you done fulfilled her with the entire vacation package, what do you think you have to do on her birthday? You're going to have to step it up. You just can't say, well, you know what? She's going to tell you exactly what I'm telling you now. She's going to say, you know what? That was Valentine's Day. This is something that actually means that I was born on this date, and this is more important than Valentine's Day. But she wasn't saying that on Valentine's Day because that is the simulated vacation package that we go through every freaking year. Reach in the bank account and freaking indulge somebody and take care and spoil somebody. Like, once again, I don't care about spoiling somebody. It doesn't have to be on V-Day. It don't have to be on Valentine's. Everything about Valentine's is what color? Red. We associate red with aggressiveness, alert. You know what I'm saying? When does blood turn red? When it's leaking. When it's basically exposed to oxygen. Yeah. What's good about Valentine's Day? Because it has a red heart? I mean, what's good about it? Your heart isn't even shaped like that. That's a fraud to begin with. Everything about this dang day is a fraud, period. And don't get on here being goofy, trying to defend a day that doesn't even exist. This day doesn't even exist as in being anything. It's not your birthday. This is not your birthday. I can see your birthday. I can see it. All right, I can see that. Even Mother's and Father's Day are different. You know what I'm saying? That's signifying a role that you have within your family. How do you have that role? Because you have individuals that are called children, and you or that person was able to be a part of bringing them into this world. Yeah, that has purpose. Valentine's Day don't have a fucking purpose at all. Zero. Everything about the color red is, what you should be alarmed about. People don't talk about this shit because they just want to go and say, oh man, what can I do with my girl? What can I do for my girl? It's dudes to be renting vehicles. They be going on these shopping sprees, man. And Christmas was just December of last year, bro. We haven't even been 2 months out from Christmas. And dudes are reaching back into the credit department trying to go over here and satisfy a female. No, if your female need to be satisfied like that, something's wrong. Because look, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't matter what you do for your girl on Valentine's Day. That's not gonna keep the relationship together. It's never gonna keep the relationship together. Never. Ever, ever. It has to be something that you do on a consistent basis before Valentine's Day and after Valentine's Day, throughout the annual calendar, that keep her. You need to find that dynamic in order to show your girl love, to appreciate who she, show her you appreciate who she is. You know what I'm saying? Let your actions speak louder than words. You know what I'm saying? You can say you love all day long, but if you keep fucking up, you know what I'm saying, it's something that's not meshing between you and her, it's never gonna freaking work. And marriage don't solve that. Kids don't solve that. Marriage don't solve that. Kids don't solve that. People can solve the whole entire puzzle. The X and the Y. We can solve the issue. It's one word, or two words, that would keep any relationship together. And take it however you feel like. And you can say that WCS is just telling you something. But I feel like in my lifetime that I've experienced the bottoms. And I experienced the positive light, the good times. But the way I learned about the game when I was a teenager was from a much older lady who taught me the game, real life. We never had, it was an experience. That's all I can say. But it's two words that'll keep a relationship together. Okay? Kate, man, what's good? What's good? V-Day every day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jones Jr., what's good? Exactly, WCS. My girl collects paperweights, and I buy her them randomly throughout the year. As I see one I think she likes, as I see them, but I do get her a card for V-Day. A card is great, man, especially when you're very, very creative over simple stuff. I'm talking about elementary stuff, drawing little pictures, really, really showing your girl, you have a playful side to you. But yet that playful side identifies how much you care for her. You know what I'm saying? I should be able, as a man, to still sustain my masculinity, but yet in certain areas where I'm showing my affection to my lady, I can be a little playful. You already know I'm him, right? Okay, I'm him, you're her, we together. And if I want to dip back into my playful, animated side, it should be something to the point where I feel my girl appreciates it, or see if she appreciate it. That's all. It goes much more than that card shit. I'm just talking about card is just one thing. All right. I'm no way, shape, or form am I telling you not to do anything for your girl. I'm talking about this day right here is not the day to do it. Valentine's Day is the worst time that you can step up and try to show your girl that you're somebody special in her life. This is the worst day. This is the worst. This is the most deceptive day in the annual calendar, bro. It's Valentine's Day. It is the worst because no matter what you get your girl, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, she'll tell you, is she a real one? Is she mature? She'll say, Valentine's don't mean nothing. You chose to get me that shit. Valentine's don't mean shit. Like, were we not together before that? Did we not tell each other how we feel about each before that? Okay, then. Why all of a sudden this made up facade supposed to bring us closer? It doesn't. It pretty much kind of destroys. It kind of destroys relationships. But let me get back to those two words. These are the two words that can keep you together in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And these words require you to have some type of maturity. Not just the basic, but the simple maturity. This requires you something that you have to go through first to understand where I'm coming from. But it's two words to keep relationship together. Standards. You need to have standards. Okay? You need to have standards. And as a person, you need to live by those standards too. Live by those standards. You need to make those standards a representation of who you are. I'm not going to put a level of standard, but you need to have some type of standard that you live by. If you have the right standards, you don't have to fucking worry about no Valentine's Day, because your standards are going to basically illuminate your girl's heart long before Valentine's Day. Long before Valentine's Day. Standards. That's the first one. The second word, these two words will keep your relationship together longer enough to what I believe will allow you to sustain it for longevity. You know what I'm saying? Sustain that shit for longevity. The second one is sacrifice. With your standards, they're going to be sacrificed. Sacrifice don't have anything to do with you coming here saying I have to be less of a man. Never would I sit up here and say, well, if you're sacrificing something, it should sacrifice how much of a man you truly are in front of your girl. No, that's never an option. Never, ever, ever, ever is that an option. Sacrifice is something that you have to look at, and your standards may be a certain way. And you're looking for this girl. You want to piece this perfect girl together. You're not going to find the perfect girl. So your standards may require a sacrifice. I didn't say the standards that you had. Your standards are your standards. But the standards that you have towards her being a picture that you painted on this girl, I want this girl to be that, check off all the blocks. You're never, ever going to find her. When you talking about finding the girl is shaped this way and shaped that way, and that's all you need, okay, cool. When it comes time to make those sacrifices, understand, when you stay with her long enough, if it lasts, remember all the things that you did to keep her, all the sacrifices that you said to yourself, you know what? I usually don't stay with nobody this long that can't cook. You told me earlier you can cook. You ain't really been cooking. That's a sacrifice. You think you were going to go in there like it was in the beginning, and y'all was going to be having sex every day of the freaking week, and that shit was going to be sustainable. That's a sacrifice you have to make, because that ain't happening every fucking day. It ain't fucking happening, yo. You're going to have to make a sacrifice and learn how to love on your girl without the physical connection being there all the time, because she just ain't going to want to do it. Men, you're not going to want to do it all the time. That's just fact. It's a sacrifice. It's an absolute sacrifice, bro. Your standards and sacrifice. You have your standards for yourself, and then you have standards for that individual that you want to be involved with. In order for you to be with a certain type of girl, let's just say she's not your entire package that you've been looking for. You have to understand, if you want them a certain body type and they pop out that kid, and that body type was you like them thick, you like the one with the BBWs and all this other shit. When she have that kid, she's going to gain weight during that pregnancy. You can't sit up there and treat her like she an old Chevette now, and you want to upgrade to another newer vehicle. That's when you're going to run into issues. Because the worst thing you can do is, okay, I'm carefully selecting my girl. She's everything I look at that body. You know, she ain't perfect. This, that, look at that body. That's what I wanted. She cute, this, that, and the other. She had that baby. She gained weight. She ain't the way you seen her when you met her. Now what? You don't want to make that sacrifice and say, she's everything I wanted. You know, now we've been together so long, we popped out our first child, and she's not appearing to be. She's not physically, aesthetically attractive the way it was in the beginning. That's when couples that stay together for a long time, they start to, drift apart. Because when a woman feels like she's insecure with her body, right? Especially if she is looking at that weight gain as something that she might not be able to get back off. Now you have to come up with some other sacrifices that needs to happen. Because at first everything was good. Y'all grew with each other. It ended up turning to love. You stayed around long enough having unprotected sex, and then a baby pop out. Now she's insecure about certain areas. Now, the same thing goes for you. What if your girl doesn't have that nice petite? What if she ain't thick and freaking curvy like you wanted in the beginning? Now you acting different in public because she's a bit bigger, but now you got a child on deck. What sacrifices are you willing to make to let your girl know that you still love her just the same? Especially when she's going through that post-pregnancy. These are areas that you have to pay attention to. Standards and sacrifices, man. You can't just tell your girl, God damn, when you gonna lose the fucking weight? It's not been a time that I've been in prayer, right? That I ever wish God, that I ever prayed to God and said, you know what? Thank you for making me a man. But never. Never. I think for us as men, and I'm not speaking to anybody except myself, I think it takes a road look, I was in the streets. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I wasn't no hoe in the streets, but I was in the streets like, I felt that I had to pick whoever I chose I wanted to be with. It wasn't a problem for me. I always kept myself together, but that doesn't mean anything if you don't have the maturity to see a special one that's right there in front of you. You ain't willing to make the sacrifices. You got to make the motherfucking sacrifice. If you got standards and you want her to look this way, this way, this way, and she meeting all that, her personality is there. When a woman have a baby or she hang around the dude long enough, you think it's always going to be that 10 to 15, on a scale of a 1 to 10, she give you that 10, 15, 20 radiation of love, that energy, that electricity. It's not going to happen. It's called being comfortable with one another. It's called being used to one another. That's why you hear people saying, oh, yeah, you stay in a long relationship and then things just fall apart. You hear people 25, 30 years, y'all. 25, 30 years been married. And they divorce, man. They go through a nasty ass divorce, bro. That's because kids are now involved. Both of y'all act different. And no one's willing to make a sacrifice. Your kids are never your sacrifice. Your kids are never your sacrifice. Your sacrifice should be a decision that you have to say that my girl has given me all this time. And the same thing, I'm speaking in a position of a female's point of view that's looking at me. She should understand that, okay, he stayed with me. I'm not the same female. I'm not shaped the same, but yet I did bear a kid. I had his kids. I wouldn't want to change that at all. I would never want to have no damn kid. No. Mm-mm. No. I'll pass. I don't want to have no children, man. I think as men sometimes, speaking for myself, that shit when you're younger is overlooked because it's a fast lane and you look at things pass you by and you don't even look back to see, oh shit, maybe I should do a U-turn. Maybe she was the one. Oh man, goddamn, did I miss something? Damn, there goes that standards again. You have those standards, right? Damn, did I miss that? But you're too immature to pull it back in. Like, did I miss that? No, fuck that, man. I'm good. If I go back to her, she'll think I'm chasing and all that. That's the immaturity. If you've been in a relationship, let's just say more than a year. Because in this day of time, the year can go by pretty quick. And you ain't learned shit about one another. I ain't gonna lie. Both of y'all working. A lot of people love working, maintaining 8 to 12 hour shifts, whatever. Everybody don't have no 9 to 5, dog. That shit sound good, but everybody don't have that 9 to 5. But if you look at those individuals that's together over a year, depending on what age you are, let's just say you're still in your 20s. This doesn't go for the overall consensus because I'm not capable of pulling in those numbers and saying this goes for everybody. But all I'm saying is when you're younger in your 20s, you're really not set to think of things like I'm telling you now because you really haven't had that experience. But there are individuals, there are adults that's in their 20s that understand it fully. You know the reason why? Because their parents had those standards and sacrifice. The kids never seen the mom have these kids and then the father act like the mom wasn't the same value than what they first met. Somehow, some way they was able to hold some standards and show her, I love you just the same. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Everything about it. That's difficult to do, bro. You have to see your girl naked. See, a guy can go through 3 to 5 kids and he may pick up a pound or 2, but he didn't have that baby. He didn't have that baby. Valentine's Day is not going to change a situation where your girl is not the standards that you first met. So, you know, the sacrifices that you did make, you don't want to hear anything about that after things starting to change. So y'all might be living a little slimy. And all of a sudden, oh, there's some smiles come up. Oh yeah, thank you, Valentine's Day. I need to repair some things in this shit. I don't thank you, God, for Valentine's. Valentine's Day is not even a Band-Aid, y'all. It's not even a Band-Aid. Valentine's don't heal no pain in a relationship. It just takes your time off the pain. It just takes your time away from the pain just a little bit. Hey, I don't know what you want to do, but did you want to go down here, get something to eat? I don't know what you want to do. You know, if you check the fridge, I bought you your favorite drink. What do you want? I don't know what you want to do. What you want to do? You want to go see a movie or something? I don't know. And she may not answer you right away. What's wrong with you? It's Valentine's Day, baby. What's wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with me. And then she bring up something that happened last week. Look, I can't make this shit up, dog. She bring up something, and then y'all start a big ass. What last week had to do with now? I'm telling you, let's go out. It's Valentine's Day, baby. Don't do this. Don't do that. No. You think somebody's supposed to overlook what you did? I seen you on social media. You was liking her pictures. You even got some screenshots. You screenshots of bitches. I seen it. Baby, listen to me. No, fuck that. Leave me alone. I don't want to do nothing for Valentine's Day. I'm telling you, man. That shit is real life. May not be for a person that you know or someone who's listening to this shit, but the shit is real life. Valentine's Day, isn't what you think it is, man. It's all visual. It's all go to Walmart and get me some freaking balloons and flowers. Bro, it's not going to do anything for what you have currently going on in your relationship. If the love is real and your girl understands it, you understand her love is real, that will always radiate a temperature that's much higher than anything you can buy at Target, Walmart, Kmart, Kroger, Publix, Costco, Sam's, Amazon. When y'all know how to take those standards and make those sacrifices and know how to mature in a mature way, you know what I'm saying? Keep loving each other. The same way you did when you first met, when y'all was getting it in, goddamn every other fucking day, every day or every other day, and y'all was like, damn, everything is right. The conversation's right. We cool. We vibing. We linking up with one another. You know what I'm saying? We starting to have these in-depth conversations. They're intuitive conversations, right? They're intuitive conversations, and y'all really just like paying attention to one another. That's what happens when you stay the fuck together without kids. If you stay together long enough without kids, and your girl is not asking you, what are your long term, what are we doing? I'm in my 30s. If she don't ask you, what about starting a family? Or do you have any intentions on starting a family? We might want to get this underway. We've been together for goddamn 8 years. What's going on here? If she ain't asked you that question, shit, she ain't trying to spend the rest of her life with you. You ain't the one, shawty. You just there for the convenience. You know, she's comfortable enough to the point where it's not running her crazy. It's not stressful enough to the point where she's sitting there and she's unable to do her daily activities and function, you know what I'm saying, at her workplace or anything in life. You know, it's just not slowing her and putting those anchors on her to the point where she can't just function as a woman, as an adult. But a lot of what I'm telling you about these standards and sacrifices take maturity. No way am I telling you I'm perfect. I'm just able to talk about shit that I've been through and shit that I learned along the way. And sometimes you reach back in the rearview mirror, and the most fucked up thing you can do is, and we think that, is that somebody who you with, you had a kid, y'all produced a kid, but yet you keep on saying this yourself and others in conversation that you wish you never met the person, right? So if you continue to say you wish you never met the person, somehow, some way, you might start looking at that kid differently. Like, damn, you know, that's just how it goes down sometimes with women now. If when a woman's fed up, just like Kelly said, just like Kel said, when a woman fed up, it ain't nothing you can do about it. It's nothing you can do about it. She will despise that man to the end of the earth for whatever he did, bro. For whatever he fucking did. As I'm telling you, as men, how we speak and say, man, I picked the wrong woman to have a kid with. You know, all I wanted was a daughter. All I wanted was a son. And that shit didn't work out. And you say, man, I wish I never. But now you're being selfish and saying the kid that you have is not a kid that you love 100% because of the woman who birthed it. But damn, the same thing can be said about a woman. A woman can turn around and find out the man, like they always say, oh, he ain't shit. But you slept with that ain't shit nigga. You did. You slept with him. You slept with the dude. I had a saying back in the day. I used to hear these brothers, like, especially when we used to be in the clubs hard. I used to hear these brothers, you know, trying to, some of the boys, you know. I really didn't hang out with a group of cats. You know, I found out that it's easy to maintain the smallest circle possible, and you can police your own shit, right? But they always used to come up with these lines and shit. And I always used to tell them, I say, really, you don't need that. You can use the basic greeting, and you should be good. And I used to back then we would say, you used to pull these chicks or whatever. I used to get a chick to like me just off basic conversation alone. You know what I'm saying? Being able to talk to them on some realistic, simple, genuine shit. Not making sure the last word rhyme in my next damn sentence that I'm trying to make. You know, trying to do some freaking hip hop shit. I'm trying to, you know, step two and spit some bars, anything like that. Just learn how to talk to them. When you talk to them, look at them, you know, get that eye contact. Once you get that eye contact and they believe what you're telling them is sincere, that's all you need. That's all you fucking need. For me, I can't talk for everybody else. I never was a gimmick nigga. But I'm just saying, standards and sacrifice, man, to keep your shit together. Standards and sacrifice, but you cannot sacrifice with everybody. That's just the whole deal. Like, it's very complex to sacrifice with anybody. It has to be mutually. Both you and her may have standards, but you have to sacrifice that when you find somebody that's saying, oh, they're not making this amount of money. They don't look this certain way. I would rather, have a man that look like this, a little bit taller. He's a little bit too short. The short man may be who you looking for, your sacrifice. But you got standards. You like somebody over 6 feet. You like somebody goddamn 6'8". You like, somebody this height right here. They have standards. But you done dated the niggas and you weren't able to keep them. So now you need to understand the second half of sacrifice. Maybe you need to edit your standards for sacrifices, because you're going to find some guys that you meet that they treat you the way you want to be treated, but it's not within your standards. But they're giving you everything you look for in a man. But if you want to be selfish and clueless, you still looking for the 6 foot, whoever he is. And they ain't looking for you. You know what I'm saying? They ain't willing to make that sacrifice. They said, nah, you ain't it. You ain't it. You know what I'm saying? I'm taller than the average. I see the world from a different, perspective up here. I'm looking at it from a panoptic view. You're looking for it from ground level. I mean, the standards and sacrifice is crucial, bro. Let me see what's going on over here in the chat. What's going on, Bruce? Gavin, salute. Expectations, that's all of it. Complacency kills. Complacency kills. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, L Dog? What's going on with you? Complacency kills. No if, ands, or but. If you get complacent with your girl get complacent with you. It will kill off anything that you thought you had growing or blossoming or cultivating in a relationship. It's over. You let that complacency get too rapid to the point where y'all barely even speaking to one another. Someone gonna find that attention outside the confounds of the bond that y'all have. It's people out there that's willing to be shoulders to cry on. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of people out there. The best come up ever is a temporary fix. When you're too immature and you go out here and tell your story to somebody who's not in your best interest, and you say, okay, so-and-so ain't giving me the attention, so I want to get some revenge. I'm going to go out here, and you end up sleeping with somebody else. It's too many attachments to put with that. We've heard it. We've seen it all the fucking time. But I remember listening to some old cats, man, growing up, and the way they told you about the game from where I grew up down here in the city, they pretty much said, man, don't love these hoes, man. Don't ever love them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do. The game was a little bit different. Like, you had to be your own man. It took me of leaving and getting out on my own to kind of understand some of what they was talking about. Didn't have anything to do with who I am. Like, they said, oh, I don't love them, man. They treat them like this and that. They always keep coming back to you because they're emotional. That aspect was correct, that women are emotional. But women are some of the most powerful species in life. Women controls the needle. Women controls the speed to the record. Women controls everything in rotation when it comes to a man, especially if that man has shown her that she can manipulate the shit out of him to get a reaction. She can control the needle anytime she feel like it. It just comes down to when he's going to get exhausted and tired of it, and then say, you know what, fuck that. I'm not getting nowhere with you. You toxic. I'm out. He better leave. He better leave. Because once you tell a woman that and you hang around, a woman is powerful, man. If a woman is broke, a woman can find a way to make money. I'm talking about from the bottoms of the depths of the last resort down and out to the dark, 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 dark. She can find a way to make her $1. A man, not so much. A man goes deep down in the bottom. After he exhausts asking family members, what can he do? He don't have the stamp of approval in life as a woman. If she tells somebody, hey, I'm broke, they might show some, they might have some sympathy for her, like, shit, that's fucked up. She ain't had bad looking either. Damn, I wonder what's wrong with her. Why she ain't got no man? Why she ain't got that? Yeah, that shit happens, bro. A woman can cause another man to go out here and attack another man, and he's innocent. A woman can tell a lie to anyone just based off the tears, fake ass tears alone, and persuade that dude that haven't even really spent no time with her to go over there and harm that man. And it comes down to the fact, it's been on record that a woman never told that person to do that. She can say some shit like, oh, well, he don't treat me right. I'm tired of him just abusing me. And that's a different type of abuse. It's verbal abuse and physical abuse. We know that. You know what I'm saying? Verbal abuse, we don't know where that verbal abuse, how it was freaking activated. We just know the shit goes off that way. Physical abuse, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Physical means contact, right? So now we at the point right there, we need to establish who started this shit. If it's some physical abuse in a relationship and it's one way and Valentine's Day come up, Valentine's Day is not going to erase the motherfucking physical abuse. None of that shit's going to happen. You wasting your fucking time. That's not going to do anything. You put your hands on a man, you put your hands on a woman, neither one of them are going to forget it. If a man is really a man, he might look at it and say, girl, you crazy, damn. Oh, girl, crazy about me. Oh, girl, crazy about me. But when a man put his hands on a woman, somebody might say, hey, he crazy. He crazy now. They used to say, oh, he jealous. He's a jealous motherfucker. But then deep down inside, they be looking at it like, damn, he putting his hands on her though? He putting his hands on you? She can keep on avoiding the question, not answering. A woman don't even have to answer. All she has to do is show the signs of her being a part of a physical abusive relationship, and it can turn crazy. She don't even have to give the man a check mark to go do it. A man may take it upon himself to say, man, I always had some feelings for her. I can't believe he's doing that shit. He'll go over there and cause harm. He'll get somebody to cause harm to a person that may not even be guilty. It may be both of them fighting each other, but she knows this person. She let it out the bag. They don't know the same people or not. You know what I'm saying? They don't know the same people or maybe so. But I'm just talking about how powerful a female can be when it comes down to it, because a man can say what he wants. But when he find another freaking man inside his girl, unprotected, that turns on a different switch in a man. You can be hard all you fucking want. Listen to me. I've had friends that go through that shit. Not a friend of mine will tell you that I came to them and I was about to shed a tear because some other man ran up in a girl that I was married to. No. Never would they come up and tell you I was in a relationship and another man ran up into a girl that I was in that I was talking to, and we was vibing and all that, whatever you want to say. And I came to them and said, hey man, I need to talk to you, man. But I've had some partners do it. These are guys who got to have 10, 15 dudes around them. Came up to me. I just want to ask you a question, man. His girl had a bodacious booty. When it come to sisters, oh my, he had a nice looking chick, man. She was taller than him. She didn't take no shit. Everybody knew her for her ass. All that. He came back off of deployment, and I was about to go riding. Worst mistake. I broke my own code once. I broke my motherfucking code. That was the only time that I ever broke my code. This dude came looking for me. The wife said, "Hey man, so-and-so looking for you." I said, "Oh shit. That can't be good. That can't be good, bro." You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't looking for me on some shit that has to do with me. He looking for some shit because motherfuckers know I don't hang around a group of dudes like that. And they just want to see if I heard something or whatever. Because motherfuckers will tell you something. That don't mean you hang around them. And he came back and found out his wife was freaking out here. Slow dancing with another dude and all this other shit. And dude was out there shedding tears, bro. And at the time, I'm talking to this nigga with my helmet on. Thank God. I had a tenant advisor. I'm talking to this nigga with my helmet on. I'm saying, God, I can't believe this nigga. As all this shit he talked, I can't believe you shedding tears. But I understood because he really loved his girl. But they had a toxic relationship, bro. And he said, "Man, Scotty, tell me, man, if it's really true what I'm hearing, man. Jimmy, man, that's my queen, man." I hate when niggas say that. That's my queen. Bro, that's your wife. You know what I'm saying? Every wife is not a queen. But anyway, he kept asking me and shit. And I said, "Bro, I don't want to get into it, man, because your wife don't play. And it ain't going to take her nothing but a heartbeat." And then I just thought this nigga was a little soft. You know what I'm saying? He had that one layer, that one fiber of bitch in him. A bitch doesn't have anything to do with him, bucking down from a man. A bitch is him doing some bitch assness. At the time, he should be a man. This dude went up there, asked me, crying and shit, to my man, "Have you heard anything? Have you seen her at the club? I know you go to the club. Have you seen her at the club, man? Have you seen her?" I said, "No, man. I don't want to get into it." Man, you supposed to be my dog, man. Everybody's saying the same thing. They want look. They saying the same thing because they don't want your wife to go on the hunt. A lot of them people that don't want to say anything, they was out there doing shit too. Man, she wasn't to be played with, dog. A girl who was built like that and had that imposing authority, you don't want to play with. And the only thing I said, man, it was this one time. I just seen a slow dance. That's it. And she saw me, I saw her. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't say anything because, shit, I was out there slow dancing too. With shit, I couldn't say anything, dog. People didn't fuck with me when I was in motion because I never fucked with them when they was in motion. That's the realest shit I can tell you. Now, you got some haters out there now that's still going to try to damn get in your lane while you're in motion and see what the fuck you got going on. But that's all I said. Sure enough, that dude went up there and told this girl, man, right away. To my Scott, he told me you was out there slow dancing. Shit, what did he say that? All I see is that freaking short. All I saw her ass come out the motherfucking door. I say, shit, I'm going to take my helmet off of this shit. I took my motherfucking helmet off. She's goddamn pushing it through the vehicles too. "Listen, nigga, you don't get in my marriage if we got shit going on." Look, the one thing that made it all a point of understanding to me is that I knew this nigga had some bitch in him. And look, he was my neighbor, y'all. This nigga was the neighbor. I knew he had bitch in him. I knew he wouldn't stand up to it when it came down to it. This nigga wasn't perfect. He had the bitch in him. He went in there and showed it. And when she came out there, that nigga went with her. That nigga know that she had left the house and was coming to find me. And he told her where I was. So she came out, if I got anything going on in my marriage, don't this. That's the one and only time in my life that I ever broke my code. And I said she was slow dancing. I ain't say anything else that I knew. I knew the dude. I knew everything about that shit. But we ain't close. We wasn't close. Me and him wasn't close. So his shit, man, keep that shit. But she came over there, don't get involved in nobody's marriage. Don't let me go out here and tell, so-and-so that you doing this and you be out here doing dirt too. And when you get a spouse that's not in the military, all the thing they try to do is say, I'm going to ruin your career. You ruin my marriage, I'm going to ruin your career. It becomes real personal. It becomes real personal. So you got to sit up there and you just listen and let them get all that energy off. And if they want to listen to you explain, cool. A lot of times they want to hear what you got to say. They'll keep on talking, and then they'll say, you say, is it time for me to talk? Like, can I explain myself? I say, he was out here crying. At this point, the shit is over. Me and him, it's over. Gloves are off. I said, he came in here crying, talking about this, that, and the other. He thought you had already been going out on him. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of suspicion already. So therefore, if he got here, shedding his tears in front of the presence of a grown-ass man, a neighbor, and all I said was, I seen you slow dance. Come to find out, the nigga said I said a whole lot of other shit. Now that's where it becomes the bitch assness, because I didn't say a whole lot of shit. You wanted to take that little piece of bait and you wanted to make it more than what it is. And he still didn't find out what he wanted to find out because he threw too much in there. But anyway, enough of that shit right there, bro. My whole point is standards and sacrifices. It takes a high level of maturity. Sometimes, like I said, that maturity don't come unless you've had the experience. It doesn't come unless you have the experience. With every experience, some people love punishment. Some people love dysfunction. Boxing and Valentine's Day is full of disappointment at the end of the day. Seriously. You wish for a whole lot and you get very little out of it. You wish. You keep on putting into it, and it ain't gonna get you nowhere further than where you was before. It don't matter how many twists you put on it or what you do to think it's bigger than what it's not. You're not in control of anything. You're not. If you're in a relationship and Valentine's Day you're not in control of anything just because you go out here and purchase shit. We're not in control of the boxing shit that goes on with the news. All we do is hear it, third party, fourth, fifth party, whatever. And then we have now where people are just taking information and they're bloviating it into a storyline that they see that's going to gain attraction and views. And that's what they run with. James on deck, what's good? I got a steak. Man, Bruce be keeping that real. I know what it is, OG, man. You know what I'm saying? I know what it is, OG. You know what I'm saying? Bruce said, I got a steak in head. Happy V-Day. You know what I'm saying? I feel you, dog. I feel you. Big Blunts and boxing on deck. What's good with it, Blunts? What's Cam on deck? Salute to you, Cam, in the building. One love to the OGWCS Dudley boys in the building. Omaha stand up. No doubt, man. Shout out to Omaha, bro. Grab the tables, man. Shout out to the Dudley boys on deck. Say get rid of them. You save a lot of money, time, and headache. If that particular individual is somebody that you know that you should jettison a long time ago, you should have already did it, and you just keep on going back to the pain, then yeah, you're not going to grow anything from that. You're not going to go anywhere fast. And the one thing I try to explain to cats, right? You don't know if people really paying attention to what you're saying until they ask you a question about something you said in a way that they feel this is, they trying to find out, they trying to educate themselves, or it was something that was different. Like we could talk street shit all day. That shit all well and good. But when it come down to you being tied down and tied up in a knot in a relationship, it's different. You can talk all that street you want. But I can tell you this. If I was in a relationship with a chick that I respected, and I respected her, ain't nobody gonna come up there and run some street shit in front of me and my girl and have me disrespect my girl on some street shit. Like, oh man, she got you tied in. Nobody's ever did me like that. Nobody, bro. Nobody's ever came up in the crib. Nobody. And tried to run that game on me and say, oh, your girl got you tied. If I chose to stay with my girl, I chose to stay with her. When people saw me in motion out in the streets, that's who I was. They didn't know. I had a dude get mad at me. He ran up on me. I said we haven't seen each other in like 6 years in the court, man. He ran up on me. He said, hey man, what you been up to, White? I said, what's good? He said, I said, what you been up to? Not much, man, just chilling. See, man, there you go again. That's all you say. See, man, it ain't that personal, man. But I'm like, damn, I was trying to be a better friend. And then you always act like you was goddamn secretive and shit, man. God damn, bro. It ain't that fucking serious. So I didn't know he felt that way. But I told him, I said, man, it's nothing personal, man. I ain't know I was being that way, to be honest. I didn't know. Then he asked me, oh, you still with so-and-so? Yeah, I am. For real? See, when a nigga start doing that to my for real, like they know some shit, you ask them, hey, you still with your wife? You still with her? You still with Glenda? No. Okay, why you asking me then and acting like you got some counseling for me then? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is this about? Anyway, that no shit, I seen so many dependent call people first sergeants. You are not lying. Yeah, man, them spouses, if you're over in base housing and you get involved with somebody else's relationship, now you have to take this in, you have to factor this in too. What rank is that individual? Because you can be in enlisted housing and there's rank structure in there. You know what I'm saying? You got a family. The only way you're going to be in base housing is that you're married, first of all. You're not going to be up here dating and be in base housing. Or you can be a single parent and be in base housing. There's not too many single parent veterans that I can say that was actually standing there solo dolo. Males now. Females, yeah, you can find that out, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I think that was the worst. That was the worst trap house that you can ever imagine in life. But anyway, according to what rank, they can call your senior enlisted or the first sergeant like NO, sergeant major, master sergeant. They can start those, interfering with my marriage. He's out here committing adultery himself. He's doing this. He's doing that. He really called, they're going to get them side of the story. And they can call you in and counsel you. Unless a spouse, you know what? So-and-so was sleeping with me. And he let it get out to my husband. So that's be on, receive punishment under UCMJ. That might be a whole different story. Real talk. Bruce said, I got the steak and some head. I feel you, OG, man. Let's get to the aspect of Valentine's Day and boxing. Both of these sports make you bleed. Valentine's Day, for real. Both of these sports make you bleed, man. You got to play Valentine's Day at the end of the day. You got to play the motherfucker, dog. You trying to tell me everybody that's in them streets down here, in traffic, has a relationship that's solid You know what I'm saying? That's solid. That's giving off those positive vibes. Enough for them to put this much effort into Valentine's, to get off work early, to show love to each other, to go out, make reservations and all that, go to parties, have a girl show off whatever you paid money to get her. It's a sport. Shit. Like you're sitting up here expecting a whole hell of a lot, man. That shit becomes redundant, don't it? They are one of the same. You keep wishing and wishing and wishing, man. You know, you get to Valentine's Day, you can wish all the problems that you had before Valentine's Day go away. They never go away. Boxing, you wish that the sport wasn't like it was in 22, and you're gonna get more fights this year. This year is gonna be better. If we just make it to next year, it's gonna be better. You get to next year, and it's damn near the same, or even worse. It keeps letting you down. You keep going through issues and issues and issues you don't have all the answers to. I'm not talking about good partners, by the way. And we had a female first sergeant. She would fry dudes for that kind of stuff. And yep, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Man, that's a whole nother live stream talking about female first sergeants that had this motherfucking vendetta out for male Marines who they feel, look, we talking about first sergeants that's been cheated on themselves. So every freaking senior, every enlisted that comes before them that even have anything close to adultery, they fry them. You know, it's women. I know it. I believe I've seen them. They are some scorn. When I talk about scorn, man, they are scorn beyond repair. Beyond fucking repair. They done dealt with vet after vet after vet after vet after vet after vet. They've been freaking going through these tumultuous relationships, and the shit leaves them dry every freaking time. You can wish for a whole hell of a lot, man. Boxings continue to sit up here and do the old okie doke, just like Valentine's Day. You think everything is good. For real. You think everything's good with Valentine's Day coming up, you'll be able to make some shit happen. Just like boxing. You think everything is good. They throw some names out there, make your eyes brighten up a little bit, raise a brow. You think this is going on, and then it's something totally different. It don't last. The shit don't last. The shit pop up on a special day. It lasts for a little bit, and then that motherfucker evaporate. It's gone. It's no residual effect. Name somebody that you know that say Valentine's Day changed my life. You know what? We was on the brink of splitting up forever. Valentine's Day saved my relationship. Real talk. It saved my relationship. Valentine's Day. If he wouldn't have went out there and got me that 8-carat blood diamond, he's still paying on it though. We ain't together, but he's still paying on it. If he wouldn't have got me that 8-carat blood diamond, hey, if he would have got me that 8-carat blood diamond, dog, I never would have thought he loved me the way he did. You know, he got me the 8-carat blood diamond. Man, come on, bro. Valentine's ain't never changed nobody's motherfucking life and their relationship. It will put you in debt a little bit if you living on a budget, but you got a female that's persistent. Now you got some different type of dudes this day and time. You might got some dudes that's out there pushing for their girl to go get them something for Valentine's Day. And you have a lot of independent women now that say they making money. So you get a dude, hey, I want to see what you got me for Valentine's Day. I saw that new purse out there in the window. You know, yeah, that new purse, that Gucci, that Louis, yeah. I don't want no all black one. I want that beige with the, yeah, that one right there, man. So when we go to that game, I really want to, you know, if you want to, us to have matching purchase. You know, that's the kind of dudes we dealing with today, bro. You know what I'm saying? You'll never see me with a purse, bro. And it's funny, if you speak on purses, dudes that wear purses get mad. They'll feel some type of way like, dude, this is fashion. What? Shout out to the XO Factory on deck. What they do, brother? Appreciate you pulling up in the building, man. But NO, you made a good point. You made a good point, man. Say, what's good, OG? I'm on deck listening. Everybody smash the like button when you step in the OG house. I appreciate that, XO. Real talk all day, every day. Appreciate you for your support, brother. Definitely check out the XO Factory. You know what I'm saying? Being that arsonist, keep putting them fires in. You know what I'm saying? Burning this shit up. This boxing talk, man. Appreciate you. I think she literally hated men with their passion. It's possible, bro. It's possible. Women that hang around, I can only speak for the service I was in, but women that hang around men, especially to be competitive for the senior, the high senior enlisted, I'm talking about the first sergeants and sergeant majors, they have to really, you talking about low crawling in the motherfucking mud, they have to get it from wherever they can get it now. You know, in order for them, they have to be a little bit butchy. You know, if that's ever a word. I ain't never seen a gorgeous first sergeant. I ain't never seen a female that maintain her femininity in the military, and she's a first sergeant major, without her having some tomboyish tendencies, some butchy tendencies, some, you know what I'm saying? Being a little bit too manly. I don't know. I'm not saying they came into boot camp like that. I just said over time, in order for them to think that they had to act a certain way to compete for that rank, because the first sergeant rank structure is a community. It's a clique. It's a good old boy network. And in order to pick up sergeant major is a network. Who knows who type of deal. You can pick up first sergeant. But in order for you to pick up sergeant major, you need to know somebody that's going to be on that board and all that shit. But yeah. Sir Foul Player of Brooklyn on deck. What they do, Foul Player? How you feeling, bro? Much love, WCS. Much love to you, brother. How you feeling, man? If you need a man purse, you're carrying too much, man. I've said this, and it's been some people that feel some type of way. Tell me, I don't know fashion. Hey, I don't need to know that fashion. I know some content creators have been in public with a purse on. I know, say nothing. I'm not on them tonight. I'm not on them. I'm on this Valentine's Day massacre shit. That's what I'm on. I'm on Valentine's Day massacre. So a lot of you cats out there that might be a little younger than myself, you know, you don't go out here and believe that Valentine's Day is going to repair your freaking relationship or have your girl, you know, sustain a smile that she just started 2 days before Valentine's Day. You and her been on bad terms, but she's been extra friendly. She even tried to give you, you know, some sex twice in one day. And you know damn well, you like, that don't happen. I'm not even in the mood like that. Like, what are you doing? That's weird. That's fucking weird, girl. What are you doing? And look, we forgot. Women have Valentine's Day on their calendar, bro. It's their day. It's not the dude's day. It's not our day. It's not the men's hour. They don't look at us and say, I wonder what I can get. You know, some women out there to get their man something, but it ain't nothing compared to what they get, bro. Nothing compared to what they get. And also, like I said earlier, when are their birthdays? If their birthday is in March, if their birthday in April, come on, man. When are you going to be able to come up and breathe? I was in a situation where I bought a female a purse. She was in the purses. It didn't matter how many purses. They never satisfied, y'all. Material shit, it never satisfied. Never, ever. Authentic, legitimate purse. I'm talking about the brand, you know, the high-end brand, legit. They never satisfied. Jewelry, never satisfied. You make a mistake in trying to go out here and get them something that's high enough for you to say, God damn, man, it's gonna take me a while for this month. If you didn't pay cash money for it, you're gonna say, oh shit, man. Damn, I gotta pay a firm. You know you got a firm now. You can put shit on the firm and make payments. But it's not like a credit card where you pay off every month. A firm give you a certain amount of months that you agreed to pay with a certain interest rate, right? Niggas be on a firm and knowing they have that payment with interest. And you still paying on the shit by the time Valentine's Day roll back around. Now what? You with the same chick and you still paying on the shit? What do you think? You gonna tell her, hey, this Valentine's Day, oh, shit, I can't do nothing for you. I'm still paying on that damn big ass ring you got on your hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I can't do it. No, just go get that necklace we talked about. It's way cheaper than the ring that I got. I'm telling you, I don't have it. Damn, you broke ass nigga, you hoe. Man, god damn, you can't get a motherfucking small ass necklace. I ain't asking you for a bigger ring. See, if I was a trifling hoe ass bitch, I'll ask you for a bigger ring, but you know what I'm saying? This shit ain't gonna never damn change, dog. You have to find a sacrifice. Your girl have to love you for you. When you shut it down and she don't get what she thought she was getting, but she still love you the same, and you know that shit is genuine, that's her, bro. That's her. That is her, the one you show all the motherfucking love. Man, you come through the motherfucking door with me, I gotta get a kiss, I gotta hug, I gotta do all that. You'll be amazed at how many girls don't want to do that shit. Like, I thought we supposed to show affection and shit. I always used to pay attention because I kiss my girl in the mouth. It ain't no cheeks. It ain't none of that shit. I see mothers kissing that girl on the forehead. I'd be like, nigga, it's a dude out there kissing her in the mouth. What is this forehead shit? You kissing her in the third eye? Nigga, what are you fucking doing? Kissing her on the cheek. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Walk away. That ain't it. That ain't it. If you walk past your girl and you don't smack on the ass, that's you. But, I feel that's essential. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep a remembrance what the package is like. And, you keep on reminding, I'm paying attention, goddammit. I'm paying attention. I am paying attention. Period. Don't ever think I'm not. I'm paying attention. And your girl wearing some sexy shit for you too. She know you looking at that ass. She know you gonna put hands on it. If you got a girl walking around in champion sweats all day, looking like she about to go out there and goddamn play in the garden, or go do some dusting around the house, get the vacuum clean out, dude. I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit I said. I'm not even gonna mention their name. I seen a video today where this dude, they have children together, all right, and they married. He did the rose petals up the steps, all the way into the bedroom. Got all these balloons in the bedroom. Got the comforter on the bed, red, the color. I told you that red, that blood is something crucial. Then it's little stuff that he put up on the bedroom furniture. The love things and putting little put some stickies up there and put some little Valentines little toys and shit. You got balloons all over the floor. You got little confetti, candles burning and shit like that. And then you go into the bathroom, he got the rose petals on the floor for her. He really did it. I salute the brother. You really did it. Been there, done that, brother. You really did it. I have no absolute nothing to say about what you did for your wife, brother. I salute you for that shit. I'm talking about her. She's walking around and he has the damn whatever he had in the tub, rose petals everywhere, candles burning. I think he has some fresh fruit out there. He really made it nice, man. The scene was nice. He had a heart on the bed. I guess in different petals, in different rose petals or whatever, different color rose petals. He had the shit looking real good, man. Let's talk about her. Not one time did she jump on, get this man like crazy vibes, like give him a long ass kiss. Just because you got kids don't mean you can't kiss. Hell with that. You can still put tongue in when your kid's standing there. Have them figure it out. Fuck all that. You here because we was tonguing, goddammit. Not once did she really break and say, damn, baby, thank you. Every time you do this for me, it means more and more to me. And it never fizzled. Now I love it. It never has less of value than what you did. This, that, and the other. I mean, it's always you hit my heart just the same. And not to mention, y'all, this is what I'm talking about when it comes down to complacency. The whole time she has on sweatpants, sweat top, and a bonnet. Sweatpants and top and a bonnet. At least she has some eyelashes on. But once again, I'm not dogging her, dog. I'm just saying, come on. This is V-Day. You have a bonnet on your motherfucking head. And you in sweatpants and sweat top. I know y'all got kids. I respect all of that, man, on God. I do. But this man is showing you how much effort he put into the Valentine's Day. And you say, oh, and then he had a big ass life-size card on the floor. She picked up the card. Well, it ain't true if you didn't write in it. She opened up. See, you didn't write in it. But you forget all the other shit that he did leading up to the master bedroom. Like he did so much shit in there with the candles, balloons, the rose petals. How many bouquets of flowers did he have to get to put all those petals on the floor? And that is the right way. If I tell anybody the right way that you give your woman roses, you find somehow to decorate it with the rose petals. That's the only way. Giving her a bouquet of roses is the most dated, antiquated shit that you can do. And it's an omen. It's an omen. Always think of that. That shit dies off quick. Put the roses on the floor. Put the rose petals on the floor. Do something different for your girl. Light some candles, some scented. Get that aromatherapy going and get it smelling real nice up in there. Anyway, he did all that and she was in a sweat top and bottom. That's where it comes down to, like, yeah, you still have the attraction for her, but damn it, it would have been good if you had on a short skirt. Put on the top. You might have could have possibly kept the bonnet on, but at least you got some sexy, you got some sexy on for your man. And he got on live. And he's just recording her. He recording you, showing you and everybody else what he did for you. At least you could have had on something sexy for your man. No doubt, man. I would want my girl to have something sexy on. If she had her bonnet on because they was going out late in the day, cool. It's all good. But that shit ain't sexy. A sweatsuit, bonnet, nigga, please. Hell no, shawty. Big Blunt said no man purse. You got dudes out here with man purses, and just because they have a brand name on it, they feel that shit is another level of masculinity, bro. It's not. Not to me, it isn't. Like you're actually thinking just because you strap that motherfucker on the opposite shoulder and let it drape beneath your armpit, off your hip. That's different. Sooner or later you're gonna get comfortable with that shit, and you're gonna, put it over there on your shoulder and let that shit hang down, and you literally you're gonna be walking like a woman do with her purse. I've seen a dude and his girl in Kroger with matching freaking purses in Kroger. And luckily I had on shades, man, because I was able to eyeball their ass without them even knowing I was looking. I said, look at this right here. And the much shit that they talk about ATL, this nigga up here proving they motherfucking point. God damn. I smacked this nigga in the head with a goddamn bag of Lay's cheddar chip. Man, god damn, you got the same. And y'all wearing the shit on the same side, bro? Come on, man. Come on. He say the man purse shit is weird. Look, I'm gonna be honest, man. Look, I'm just gonna I ain't gonna put it out there. If somebody saw me out there in public with a man purse, they'd be posting that shit on YTC just to be, who they are, just to have some drama to talk about. But one of their favorite content creators post that shit, and they wanted to be a brand name. Don't nobody say nothing. That shit doesn't look masculine, man, to me. I don't care who you are, bro. Not to me, it doesn't. I don't give a fuck what type of fashion and all that, man. Girls had purses for a reason. Now, maybe back in the day, if they would have put a strap on a briefcase or something, because dude used to carry briefcases, and then we used to carry like a little small backpack. A backpack is always going to show that we willing to carry the payload or whatever that is in our pack. But when you downsize the pack to a single strap and position that motherfucker over your head, things change. You know what I'm saying? Things change. But there's some topics that I want to talk about with boxing, and I just hear shit going all over the place. I hear the Tank situation. It's funny how now people are trying to say the Tank did the shit for a publicity stunt. Who cares? Give a fuck if he did something for a publicity stunt. Y'all trying to figure out why he was in a wheelchair. Who cares? The dude doesn't have a fight coming up to April. If this man want to get on a wheelchair and TMZ put it out that he had a hurt ankle, do y'all know how he hurt his ankle? Because y'all trying to say the man didn't have a hurt ankle. I talked to the team. He did have a hurt ankle. They said it was okay to put it out there. He did. I want to definitely get the input of some of y'all on some of these topics that's out there. You got Ryan Garcia, right? Ryan Garcia is supposedly, making rounds and putting out there that, he's going to pretty much stop Tank. He said he was going to do it in 2 rounds. But now the time has passed by. He's putting out there like he's going to shock the world. He's going to give everybody what they think that he's capable of doing. Now you have a lot of people that's getting behind Ryan Garcia as if he's going to go up there and be the first one to stop him. They say Rolly Romero is facing a lot of backlash from him getting knocked down. If you watch his interview with that he did talking about the sparring, he said they have pretty much video of Jahan getting fucked up, but they didn't put it out. And they thought they had a common mutual respect between each other. He said his team recorded that shit. He said they already, had video of Jahan getting fucked up in sparring. Well, they didn't never put the shit out there. So if that is indeed the case, that means those individuals didn't respect you enough, and they put the information out there. They put the sparring out there. But what Jahan coach was saying he was celebrating was the fact that, my fight is getting better, so to speak, and you need to give me the 10 grand. Supposedly they had something like the $10,000 bet, and he was up there cheering in the ring, not so much the knockout, but he had the $10,000 bet with Bullet, and Bullet said that's not true. That's not true. Bullet was putting it up there and saying that Rolly was basically moving around and he wasn't going, all out with Jahan because they was there to work. And he say, where they at in Vegas, they fight. They don't really do sparring shit. They fight up in that motherfucker. So that's what he was trying to say, that Rolly did get caught. He needed to keep his hands up, but he wasn't going all out. He say, next time, if Jahan get in that ring with Rolly, he getting stopped. I believe him. Because like I said, when me and Jahan had our words back in the day, it was more so that, he was just walking around with boxing and his boy. You know what I'm saying? He was following this boy around. He wasn't, I don't even like talking about this shit, but it was more so he was just trying to be a pretty boy in the sport. But he's undefeated right now. We'll see how that shit play out for him. But yeah, Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis situation. Tank Davis, he's making his rounds and people are talking about his ankle. He was faking. It was a publicity stunt or whatever. Dude, his ankle was hurt and the doctor told him not to walk on it. You know what I'm saying? So if he was going to the Super Bowl, it would be better for him to be in a wheelchair. Now, can I sit up here and prognose that he was just taking and following doctor's instructions? I don't have to prognose it because that's what the team said. He's following doctor's instructions. Okay? He's following doctor's instructions. But all that other stuff, we don't know when that was. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have on the same freaking outfit that he had at the Super Bowl when he did that video when he was, working out his ankles. We don't know what date that was, but if you throw the shit out here on YTC, they run with it like it was the exact date. We don't know the exact date. I'm saying we don't know. But if indeed he was trying to prove that his ankles are fine, cool. That's his ankles, goddammit. What are y'all sitting up here? Like boxing is a sport of truth, morals and principles. That's not. It's full of lies, man. Don't nobody give a damn about that. If that's his ankles and he don't have a fight coming up next week, why are y'all concerned again? Why are y'all fucking concerned? You shouldn't be concerned. You shouldn't be concerned at all. Moving on to people leaving these promotions. Edgar Berlanga, right, has since left Top Rank. You already know what it is. Edgar Berlanga decided to try to have a meal, Mike Tyson style, and it was a bad look on him, man. It was a bad look on him. He didn't look good in that fight. Then, now he's signing the Matchroom. And I ain't gonna lie, Showtime told me, say, man, be on the lookout that Berlanga's gonna sign with Matchroom. He did put it out there. Berlanga signs with Matchroom. And his whole objective, right? Now now we're drilling the Ryan Garcia resume effect. Okay? The Ryan Garcia resume effect. Ryan Garcia has a popular fan base. Edgar Berlanga, believe it or not, he has a fan base in New York. He has a pretty decent fan base, right? Edgar Berlanga really hasn't fought that guy yet. But yet he's signed with Matchroom and his objective is to fight Canelo Alvarez. Now, who that's a hardcore boxing fan is going to look at that like, damn, that's the fight I'm trying to see? I don't know. It's too many people that's up here saying that's a fight I want to see. That's a fight I have to see right now. I want to see that fight. It's not too many people that's looking for Edgar Berlanga to step in there with. I'll be sure to hit that like button for me. I know it's more than 5 people that's tuning in this live. But, that's where we at with Edgar Berlanga. He signed a multi-fight deal with Matchroom, and one of his top objectives is to fight Canelo Alvarez like everybody else. That's what he's trying to do, people. He's trying to fight Canelo Alvarez, who has John Ryder coming up, and then we're trying to see what else happens after that fight. That's where we at with it. So let's see how that works out. I don't think he's ready to fight Canelo Alvarez and Edgar Berlanga. But if he gets the fight somehow, some way, good for him, man. Kudos. It's a lot of things that I'm just letting go with boxing because there's no need to fight it. The people that's up here debating and fighting these topics, they're just doing it to act like, oh man, this is something for me to argue about. This is something for me to argue. No, it's the biggest joke. It's the biggest carnival going right now, bro. You don't have to go looking for characters. Motherfuckers jumping through trapeze artists and jumping through rings of fire, hopping all around, doing stunts. It's right here in the YTC, bro. Anything and everything you find is floating out there. Just because you put a different twist to the title, they puppetizing us like always, man. That's clear. They puppetizing us as always. The way they do it, they puppetize us like always. That's just the way it goes down all the time. People can whine, bitch, and complain. If you continue to attend, you don't have shit to say. If you continue to attend and you know they talking some bullshit, but you continue to attend and you're not tardy, then the only person to blame is yourself. That's it. That's it, man. Deontay Wilder situation, I really hope that he gets the fight he want to get, whoever is with. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see him step back in the ring against somebody who's a former champion, whoever, and get it in, man. If it's Francis Ngannou, he's a former heavyweight, UFC heavyweight world champion. Everybody else is doing these fights with cross-thread and mixed martial arts. You know, leaving tradition and going to evolution. That's one thing that we're seeing a lot more of. Jose Aldo supposed to be fighting Floyd Mayweather. You have Chris Cyborg that's in boxing and looking good at that weight. You know, you have plenty of fighters that was boxers and crossed over to MMA. You know, Amanda Serrano, Heather Hardy did that shit. Clay Collard did it. You know, it's not the first time this is going on. Clay Collard did that shit with ease. Nobody was saying, oh, well, Clay, you know, he's a boxer. He's going to go over there. No, he was going over there fighting. So Deontay Wilder gets the Ngannou fight, good. I want to see it. Just like people talking about Jake Paul and Tommy Fury's good for boxing. Okay, cool. Let's not complain about no mixed martial artists coming over to boxing and boxing going over to mixed. Somebody's already did that. Holly Holmes became a world champion from that. She's something like an 18-time boxing world champion and came over to MMA and ended up being the first woman to defeat Ronda Rousey. Come on, man. This shit's been done before. Conor McGregor fighting Floyd Mayweather, one of the highest grossing fights ever. Not to mention Conor McGregor was 0-0 as a professional fighter. Come on, that's history. That's history, bro. And definitely I'm looking forward to the Cool Boy Steph situation. I want Cool Boy to go over there and show the F out, bro. For real. I want him to show out. He go over there and put that one on Inui's record. You know, he's up there proving to the people once again that you underestimate me and I'm continue to prove you wrong. I really hope he gets the job done. I'm really looking forward to that fight, man. You got Shakur Stevenson coming up, fighting a Japanese fighter. You have Adrian Broner and Michael Williams Jr. That's going to be fighting down here in about week after next. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. It's next week. It might be next week. Yeah, next week. They're going to be fighting next on the College Park Arena. We hear, we see videos coming out. Adrian Broner seemingly like he is. Oh man, I don't know, bro. I want to see him make that 147-pound limit. You know, he's been putting pictures out of the midsection, toning up a little bit, dropping weight, but that's aesthetics. Can you make the 147-pound limit? I know Williams can. I mean, he barely has any body fat on him. He's going to make the 147-pound limit. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But Adrian Broner, I'm not so sure. And then if AB doesn't make the weight, I don't think Team Williams is gonna pull out. Period. This is the biggest fight of their career. They're gonna attend the party, dog. That's the one thing that Broner knows. He just can't be too much overweight. Like, he can't be extremely overweight, man. Because truth be told, this would be such a motherfucking hematoma. This won't even be a black eye on Georgia boxing. This would be a hematoma, dog. This would be like Hasim Rothman when he had that motherfucking hematoma. When his head was goddamn looking like another planet. If that shit was canceled because Broner didn't make weight, it'll be such a goddamn, a black eye, black eyes, hematoma on Georgia boxing. There's a lot of people coming out here to see this fight. You know what I'm saying? The flyers are all over the place. A lot of people talking about it. AB had Queen Flip on a video. And, you know, he even got him promoting the fight. He said, you got to fight the 25th, AB. You got to fight the 25th. So, dang, this is crazy, bro. Like, he didn't say Williams' name, so to speak, but Queen's Flip even got in on the freaking shit, man. Like, this is wild, bro. I mean, this is pretty much what Team Williams wanted for quite some time. They wanted a fight of this magnitude against a boxer like Broner. This ain't the first time they wanted to fight Broner. He wanted to fight Broner when he was fighting Giovanni Santiago. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, but I do. They wanted to fight him back then, but they didn't get the fight. So now they get the fight on a much, I figure it's a much bigger stage because people already seen him in MSG and how that fight ended. So a lot of people, in my opinion, they look at what happened as a result of him and John Bowser, but yet they rallying behind him for this Adrian Broner fight because it's two black fighters, has one loss, and you still have some Wall Street to your boxing to go in there and fight. I don't know what game plan that they're going to come up with, Team Williams, like any of that. I don't know what game plan Broner is going to come up with. Broner is a four-weight champion. Broner can box when he chose to back in the day. But I don't know what he's got right now. I really can't, set the rhythm for you. I really can't pick up an instrument and play you a melody and say, this is it right here. This is what he's going to do. I don't have it. I know some people talking, that Mike is going to be safe and play it safe. Look, he can't play it safe the entire fight with Broner. But he needs to play it safe enough to get that victory. Don't go in there and get knocked out. Play it safe enough to go get that victory. Box, 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 box. Fuck hanging out on the inside with Broner. It's been said Broner still can pack a motherfucking power punch. Don't hang out on the inside. Use that range, that height, that length, everything. Use them legs. Your legs are better than Broner's, goddammit. Broner's IQ is still higher than Mike, than Buck 50. It's still, he's a four-weight champion. It goes without saying. But the physical aspect of boxing, the wheels, the youth, it should play an important factor for Buck 50 to go in there and make it a very entertaining, competitive fight. It's hard to even say that word because people keep thinking about MSG, but they're not looking at what he's been going through. Like, he pulled out the Omar Figueroa fight. He has some things going on, but at the end of the day, I respect his knowledge as a 4-weight champion. I respect what I seen at 135, and I respect it. I respect the fact that he skipped 140 and moved up to 147 and fought for a title. I respect that. When Broner used to shine and let his hands do his talking, you know what I'm saying? That dude was fun to watch. Even with the Marcus Maidana fight, he fought his way to the final bell, even after being blasted in the early round. That's IQ, yo. That's heart. Broner has a dog nation spirit. No matter what you say, you know, how matter what he does out in public, dude is the truth. But if Buck 50 goes in there and outboxes Broner and put him on the win column, what? I done heard people up here disputing it. I done heard y'all. I've heard people talking, you know, laughing and shit like that, the same way they was when he went in there and fought Bowser. I hear you. I get it. It's boxing talk. You know, you're gonna have the haters hate. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it's gonna be. But if he goes in there and be smart and utilizes his youth and box the shit out of Broner, oh man, it's gonna be crazy. He's gonna be all over the headlines, man. I'm telling you. That loss that he had to Bowser is gone. Ain't nobody thinking about that. This fighter just went in there and beat Adrian Broner, man. It's over. You want to talk about 5 minutes of fame all you want. I'm just talking about the fame. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I'm just talking about the fame he's gonna experience by going in there beating a 4-weight world champion. Period. And as people listen to this, man, that nigga, he don't know what the fuck he talking about, man. He crazy if he think that shit gonna happen. Man, WCS at it again. Not that there. I'm telling you, I don't know how much fame it's gonna be. I just know it's gonna be fame if he's able to pull off that win. Broner is a dangerous fighter. He packs more punch power than Buck 50. Period. But once again, you're talking about them legs. You're talking about the way he's been taking care and not taking care of his body. You're talking about youth on Buck 50 side. You're talking about him being able to be a boxer and being able to move. Broner ain't trying to chase Buck 50 around the ring. He ain't trying to use that damn gas tank up. He's not trying to run on fumes in round 3. He don't want to allow Michael to get confident enough to start popping him with the jab. He don't want to do that, bro. Because one thing Mike can do is box. He can box. So, you know, those of you that's going to be down here in the A next week, man. Hey. The College Park is going to be on a whole nother level of energy. And we're going to see how that plays out, you know. What else is up in the house? What else is in the house, man? I'm looking forward to that Lee Wood fight. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to that. It's still alive or whatever because they're still hanging out with the fam. I get it. It's all good, man. They say Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury very close to being done, but then you read another article and Tyson Fury is looking for another opponent because Usyk is not trying to fight him. Man, come on, bro. Which one is it gonna be? So God, which one is it gonna be? Chris Eubank activates his rematch clause for Liz. That's so that's a fight I want to see again. You know what I'm saying? Because all he can picture in his head is that dude with the gray hair that weighed more than him, that had more muscle mass than him, stopped him. I know that's eating him up inside, but why not enact your rematch clause? Why not, bro? Why not? This is a good question. This deals with Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis. It says, why do big fights require a rematch clause? You know, that's something that's almost like protocol or format. You know what I'm saying? But yet when it comes to Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, somebody don't want a rematch clause. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't Team Davis. Somebody don't want a rematch clause. Because they know if they have to go back in there again, it ain't gonna be that nice. Come on, man. You trying to go in there and go for the hookup? You know, hopefully, you know, the ref is who he is and he's on your side and y'all can pull off a damn okie doke, man. Nobody trying to see that. You know, put a rematch clause in there, goddammit. Put a rematch in there, period. But man, that's all I got right here. You know, I dropped the link. I guess everybody at V-Day. Y'all enjoy the rest of the day. Appreciate y'all for pulling up as always, man. Turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. Salute. Hit the like button on your way out, man. We'll do it again. I'm out.